How's it going, guys? Welcome to another live stream. Taking a break from driving Comicon weekend here in beautiful San Diego, and as of late, I want to share beautiful San Diego with you. So if you're driving, let me know. Let me know what you're driving. Or if you want to take a break with me, let's take a break. This is going to be about 15 minutes because that's what I paid for parking. Let's check out a little bit of beautiful San Diego together. We're gonna head by the water. So if you're just joining, welcome to another live stream, impromptu of live streams. Let's talk about what I've been doing lately. I'm going all in on Lyft. I've been driving Lyft primarily, really exclusively today. And I'll tell you the good and I'll tell you the bad about this. If you guys aren't familiar with Comicon, here in gorgeous San Diego, Comicon hosted just minutes away at the convention center, and I really need a gimbal to make this shaking a little bit better, but Comicon brings in tens of thousands of people here to celebrate and kind of be all about anything comics, superheroes, and the like. Brings in a ton of people here. So again, like I mentioned, I'm driving Lyft. And I'll tell you the good, I'll tell you the bad, and I'll tell you the ugly. What do you want to hear first? How about the ugly, right? So here's the worst things that I've found out about driving for Lyft in 2019 for massive events. Jen, thanks for being here. Sleeping Elephant, thanks for joining. The worst thing that I've noticed are pay incentive differences to other years and other markets. Bear with me with the noise. I want to take you by some water, guys, if that's okay with you. We could go downtown, but I want to show you guys some water. So what do I mean by that? Well, my brother, Matt, who you've seen here on the channel, is driving the Lyft Power Zone. LOL, Uber tends to surge. We're getting right into that. Sleeping Elephant, thanks for asking. My brother's driving right now in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's driving on Uber. I'm driving exclusively on Lyft right now. And he showed me some screenshots of the Pittsburgh marketplace and earning incentives that they're having in Pittsburgh right now. And I'll tell you right now, it's surprising how much the incentives are different, okay? Not much to my knowledge that's really going on in the Pittsburgh marketplace right now, but again, here in San Diego with Comicon weekend and tens of thousands of people, I would expect a little bit more pay incentives. We talked about those bonus zones, those incentive zones, and I'm really surprised on the lack thereof. Guys, thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. And I have not seen a lot of power zones, of bonus zones. And it's really discouraging if you're driving for Lyft in 2019, that really the biggest weekend here in San Diego is bringing next to no pay incentives. It's really surprising. The one pay incentive, guys, that I've been seeing is a streak bonus. As you may be familiar, that streak bonus, if you do 4 rides in a row, Lyft will pay you an extra $12. That's $3 a ride. Now that's regardless of how far you go. You get that $12 after completing that 4-ride streak. So there's been that. And I told you guys this a couple days ago, is if Lyft did not have bonus zones, incentive zones, I think it would be very discouraging for the platform here in 2019. Well, so far, I have not seen that today. I have not seen any power zones, any incentive zones. And it's pretty discouraging not to see that. Especially when I know there's so many people here for Comicon. So that's the ugly. Let's talk about the good. I'm gonna get away from this music here just because of YouTube's copyright here. Let's get away from this music. So the good is it's non-stop. You know, the demand is non-stop. I mean, I can get rides constantly. Sleeping Elephant, they did that to Bottle Rock and Napa, Lyft. Are you highlighted in another event? I can go up here. Let's go up here, guys. Let's go away from the crowds. Let's go over this way. And I apologize for the wind noise, guys. I know it's windy out here. So the good, if any, if we're going to take away any good from what I've seen so far on Lyft, is that, yes, it's constant. You know, I don't have to worry about getting my next ride. I've had shared rides. I've had stacked rides. You know, Lyft will give me another passenger basically immediately. And that's really it. I mean, that's basically it. Check this out, guys. You're just joining. Let's take a seat right here. Join me. Let's take a seat. Isn't this beautiful, guys? Isn't this beautiful? You have the Navy battleships right here. Well, I'm not sure if it's a battleship, but in beautiful San Diego, California, guys. Look at that. Ross Soccer, thanks for being here. I'm just driving Lux and Uber Select this weekend with Comicon, and that's pretty busy too. Well, it's good to hear that you're getting some success on Lyft Lux. And if you're a driver on a Lux platform, Uber Black, Lyft Lux, I think, yeah, this could be a great opportunity for you. As in a standard Lyft driver, or if you're an Uber X driver, again, I don't have access to Uber X, unfortunately. I haven't seen anything on the Lyft platform. Here, let me come around to you guys. Wait, hold on. How's it going, guys? Look at this view. Maybe I'll talk to you for this way for a little bit. There we go. There we go. So what are you driving? Are you driving this weekend or not? So this is really interesting. I have not seen a lot of bonus zones or incentive zones, even for Comicon weekend here in San Diego. I would love to say that I'm surprised, but honestly, I'm not super surprised. Guys, what should be happening is these apps, guys, these apps should be surging. There should be bonus zones constantly. That's really what should be happening here. And I do not care the driver numbers here in San Diego. The demand this weekend is going to outweigh most of the driver supply. There's gotta be some incentive zones, some prime time, some surge, constant streak incentives, what have you. I've only hit really 1 or 2 streak incentives. There has to be more, in my opinion. And Lyft even said this is the busiest, I believe they said, Lyft said this is the busiest weekend. Julio, that's why I do Lyft weekend nights in San Diego. That's when I get my power zones up to $30. Now, maybe it's because Lyft is, you know, just noticing that I'm driving on the platform again. And they want me to do more rides before they really, you know, reward me with more incentives. Lyft was firing off like crazy that I could not turn off the map during special events. That's the thing. Yeah, if you're in a, what does that say, guys? If you're in such a busy zone where you literally can't even log off because it's so busy, where are the ride incentives? Genjo, your algorithm is probably off. That's what I'm saying, guys. You know, it's been a while since I really drove this much volume. I've driven, but not much at all. Now, I think the Lyft app is seeing, oh wow, this driver's going online for 9-10 hours a day just recently. So yeah, maybe their algorithm hasn't kicked in and hasn't in essence rewarded me with pay incentives. Look at that. Incredible, guys. They're repressing driver profits, and Sleeping Elephant brings up a very interesting point. Is this intentional? How many of you think this is intentional? That Lyft is purposely repressing bonus zones, incentive zones? Because, hey, I mean, you have people like me, I'm still out here driving. You have plenty of other drivers out here driving. It's a big difference. compared to 2015, 2016, at least in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania market for comparison. Now, I'll tell you this, guys. The rides that I have gotten so far, I'm still close to a $10 a ride average. I'll have to check my miles and to see how we're doing on the per mile pay. Sleeping Elephant says trick drivers to go there and pay maybe an extra $1. There's been nothing here. There's been basically nothing as far as bonus zones, pay incentives. And guys, this is, what's it, Saturday now? Friday, Saturday? I don't even know my days. What day is it? And there's nothing. It's discouraging. I'm still gonna drive, guys. You know, you gotta stay on this hustle, but there's gotta be something. You gotta give your drivers something here just to pay standard rates. Anyway, let's move. I think I've made my point there. You guys need to let me know, are you driving right now? It's Saturday. Thanks, Jet Joy. Are you guys driving right now? Are you not driving? If so, what are you driving? What apps are you driving right now? And hey guys, I'm trying to give you some nice, beautiful scenery here on your Saturday. So if you can do something for me right now, take a time out where you take in this beautiful scenery, sun and water. Can you please leave a like on this video if you're getting value in this live stream and the content here on the channel. It takes 1 second. It shows me that you get value in these videos, guys. Gets more people in here, more people on your Drive for Mike team. And of course, since we're beaming from the San Diego Harbor, one of many on YouTube, it certainly boosts us in YouTube's almighty algorithm. If you haven't done so already, consider leaving a like on this video. And I see the like spike there. I appreciate that, guys. I see a like spike going up. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Are you driving, guys? Let me know. Come on, I'm not seeing enough people. Are you driving? Are you not driving? I'm keeping you on your hustle, guys. I'm calling you out. I'm keeping you on your hustle. Stay on the hustle. If you need help, send me an email at yourdrivermike@gmail.com. For $18.95, you can get a personalized 1-week coaching. We have monthly coaching options as well. Send me an email titled coaching and start maximizing your profits, minimize your expenses, and become a master in the gig economy. I appreciate the like spike, guys. I see that. Julio, have you gotten any trips to LA? Let me tell you a quick story here before I pan back around. Yesterday, again, I've been going all in on Lyft, guys. I'm moving away from delivery a little bit just because the hassle of getting out, getting back in, getting out, getting back in, getting the food, waiting for food. All right, let's come back to you. I've been focusing more on Lyft recently. And I'm completely blanking on the story I was going to tell you. I'm focusing too much on getting you guys a good shot here. I can't remember, but let's talk about earnings here. So again, right now we're still close to $10 a ride. We'll have to check on miles. Let's talk about tips. How's my tip ratio today? Okay. Obviously, the higher tip ratio, the better. Right now, I still think we're about a 50% tip ratio. 50% of my riders are leaving a tip, which is great. And if anything, guys, for these big events, sporting events, conventions, as long as it's just a fun event, not, a business convention, but your tips can be pretty good because people are excited to be here. People are visiting a lot of the times, and they're excited to be in your marketplace. Sleeping Elephant, drunks and costumes and costume makeup ruin our cars. Surprisingly, the people out here, 99% of them, I have not seen in costume. I think a lot of them are maybe inside the convention center where this is happening. And as far as the passengers in the vehicle, I had one passenger who was kind of covered in this glitter stuff. It wasn't fine, particularly glitter. It was like sequins or something. And that I could just kind of brush off. It was, sequence pieces or something. It wasn't that hard. I need to switch. I need to go this way, guys. My left arm is falling off here. There we go. I didn't bring the mini tripod. Again, these live streams have been very impromptu of. Genjoy, I started to drive, went out and saw I got a flat tire, changed it out, and found out it's bad. It's bad wheel bearing. It's tough to hear, Genjoy. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, and I talked to at least one passenger today who said, you know, she did Lyft as well. So there's a lot of people out there in the side hustle doing their thing. So I want to know what you're driving though, guys. Rick Reviews, thanks for sharing. Sleeping Elephant, tips are big. People got money and are begging for a ride. They tell me, where are all the drivers? I mean, that's the thing. You know, you're going to get tens of thousands of people here for these large events. Where are the ride incentives, right? Genjoy referring to the flat tire. I'm glad it happened before driving and now not out on the road. Here's a little pro tip, guys. You know, for any of those scenarios, your vehicle is everything. If something happens on the road, you are sidelined waiting for AAA, what have you. I mean, you may want to consider getting a tube of Fix-A-Flat. I mean, even if you put on a spare tire, remember, those spare tires are not rated to be driving full highway speeds. You only really want to drive on a spare tire just enough time to get to a garage or get back home. Keep that in mind. Do not continue to do rideshare or even delivery on a spare tire. It's not meant for that. Hey, 9 people in here. I appreciate you being here. If you're just joining, we're coming to you live from beautiful San Diego, California, downtown, right on the harbor. And we are driving primarily Lyft Comicon weekend. It's been going on really since Wednesday. It's going to be going to Sunday. And I am really just driving Lyft because it's that busy and I feel good about the tips that I'm going to get. We have some chimes going on in the background. Sleeping Elephant, I don't do special events until they change the pay. I'd rather just drive mornings part-time. Yeah, what's the benefit of being out here? Let me present that question. If there's no pay incentives, why am I out here? Why am I out here managing the road closures and all of the people down here? Well, I could just be driving, you know, East County or somewhere further away. Why am I doing that? Well, personally, I'm staying down here because if there is any bonus zones, it's going to be down here. And they can pop up at any time. Am I confident that I'm going to see a bunch today? No. And I'm going to drive probably until about midnight, a little bit after midnight. It's going to be a 10, 11 hour day today. And I know it's going to be consistent. And I know I may get longer rides from here. If not, it's going to be a close enough ride that I can just jump back here. Or frankly, it's so busy this weekend, I'm going to get a ride everywhere. It doesn't really matter. But I don't know. I know it's busy. I know if there's any incentive zones, it's going to be down here. And I know I can possibly get longer rides. That's why I'm down here. And guys, even if you try to stay away, Sleeping Elephant, thanks for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that. Any and all super chats are highly appreciated. Thanks again, Sleeping Elephant, for a $1 super chat. Guys, even if you try to avoid the high traffic areas, here's a pro tip for any new drivers. Even if you try to avoid these insane high traffic areas, it doesn't matter. Your passengers are going to be going down to the event areas anyway. You can pick up an hour away. You're going to get a passenger that says, hey, drop me off at Comicon. Drop me off downtown. So the strategy of avoiding high traffic areas, it doesn't really work unless it's your starting point. And after that, as you guys know with rideshare, you're really, you know, up to the, at the mercy of the app. I don't think it's a bad thing. Don't be afraid of driving downtown. Don't be afraid of driving these high traffic areas. It's really not that hard, guys. Drive specifically slow, focused. Take your time. If you're very cognizant of people, signage, road closures, anyone directing traffic, And you're fine. Trust me, you'll be fine driving downtown. Let's walk back to the vehicle. So I only put about 27 minutes on the vehicle, and the parking is going to be running out, if not already ran out. So walk with me back to the vehicle. I appreciate you being here, guys. Hey, we're at 6 likes. If you haven't done so already, if you're just joining, if you haven't even done so, consider leaving a like on this live stream. Shows me that you get value in these live streams and content here on the channel. Gets more people in here, more people on the Your Driver Mike team. And of course, since we're beaming from San Diego downtown via YouTube, it boosts us and YouTube's all money algorithm. If you haven't done so already, consider leaving a like on this if you're a fan of sunshine and palm trees. My arm is falling off, guys. I'm gonna have to switch arms again. We're not too far away though, so don't worry. Let's flip the camera around so you can see this. Let's go back to the vehicle. And yes, I know the wind is particularly bad here. I know. Bear with me though. So takeaways, as we get back to the vehicle, guys, takeaways. Is it worth it to drive these large events on Uber and Lyft? I think so. Because A, you're going to be very busy. B, you're going to be in incentive zones if there are incentive zones. And C, you really don't have a choice. The email that I mentioned before was simply yourdrivermike@gmail.com. Again, that is yourdrivermike, just like the channel, @gmail.com. And we just launched some personal training, 1 week and monthly training options to help you upstart in the gig economy. If you're just starting, you have questions, where do I drive? Take a look at my car setup. Is the dash cam worth it? Which one? How long should I drive? Where should I take breaks? What's the best strategy to save on fuel? All those questions, guys. If you do a weekly or a monthly coaching, it will help you. Let me come back to you because there's a lot of people here. It will help you upstart in the gig economy and save you some time, frankly. So again, simply send an email to yourdrivermike@gmail.com, title that email coaching, and select the option that works best for you once we send over the package options. We're winding down the stream, guys. I appreciate you being here. Let's go back to our point, if it's worth it to drive for these big events. Again, number one, it's going to be busy. Number two, if there's any bonus zones, you're going to be in the bonus zones. And number three, even if you don't want to be in these zones, you're going to get taken to these zones. You really don't have a choice. Let me show you something here, guys. This Wonder Spaces here on the pier, San Diego. It's a really neat interactive art exhibit. Deeply interactive. I checked it out. It's very cool here in San Diego. We got about 60 yards left. Because that's all that my arm can manage, I believe, before my arm falls off. Really wish I had that mini tripod right now. That's okay though. One more time, check this out. Bringing you sun and water and palm trees to wherever you are. And I know the video is very shaky, I apologize for that. Do the best that we can here. We're really getting back to the vehicle here, so I see the car. I'm gonna get going. Hey, thanks for the €5 super chat. The name Stiz, thanks for the €5 super chat. I appreciate that. All right, let's get back to the vehicle here. And hopefully we didn't get a ticket because we're cutting it close. Oh, good. No ticket. I think I got back just in time. All right, guys. We're back in the vehicle. I appreciate you being here. Leave a like on your way out. And hey, I'm gonna go online with Lyft. I'm sure I'm gonna get a ride immediately. Appreciate you being here, guys, and I'll see you. As I cover the camera, I'll see you in the next one.